Welcome to the Disney Hour Express. Hey, Potteneers. Welcome aboard the Disney Hour Express, your nonstop ride to all things Disney magic. I'm Abby. We have Rob over there, and today we're heading deep into the wildest ride in the wilderness. From the hidden details carved into the Red Rock Canyons to the backstory of the ghostly mining town of Tumbleweed.
Oh,
We're digging into the history of Big Thunder Mountain at Disney World. Are you ready?
I'm more than ready.
Good.
Just consider me to be a goat with a stick of dynamite in its mouth.
Listen, this ride was so interesting. I know you like to jump around on things, so I'm just waiting for you to say, wait a minute, before we get into Big Thunder Mountain, we have to.
I think so. Right. I know we take like our shows are 2 weeks in between now, right? So there's a lot to catch up on. And I feel like there's a lot that happens in our lives. First of all, I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
I hope everyone's full on into the holiday season.
Listen, Christmas definitely threw up in our house, but we're still putting things here.
You say Christmas threw up in our house?
It did. There are Christmas things everywhere.
Christmas time is coming for us all.
It's a coming. It's around the bend.
And so I think there were just, we were ready to go. We did a lot of things. We did an escape room. With some family. It was good to see them. Of course, we had a good Thanksgiving, but we're well into we got a big giant Santa in front of our house.
Oh my gosh, it's like 10 feet tall. It's gigantic, but it's fun.
Yes, definitely. And, there are all these things. I feel like we haven't done much, though, like outside of that. It's just been like work and family stuff and things.
That's true.
We were supposed to go see Wicked for good. But, sometimes kids do things that you don't want to necessarily reward them for. Kids, we have, our kids are great.
Mm-hmm.
We love them, but, sometimes they're just kids.
Sometimes you just gotta, hang tight with it. But I think we're going to sneak that movie in this weekend along with all the other Christmas things.
We're going to try.
I mean, me personally, when I was working from home the other day, I had all the Christmas movies. I think they all just repeated themselves over and over again.
Humble brag.
A couple of times. No, please stop. You know me. I like to have things on in the background.
I work at home with Christmas movies.
All right. Well, I don't know.
So,
it just is
that was a little bit of our catch up. Was there anything else we need to talk about? I don't know. Abby's looking very festive. She's got a festive sweatshirt on. Sorry, we can't stop talking about the holidays. What is it all you want to talk about?
Well, I mean, so that's why we're going to talk about Big Thunder Mountain a little bit.
Because that's about the holidays, right? I mean, it's obviously, there's a Christmas overlay on Big Thunder Mountain.
There is.
Why couldn't they put one there?
I mean, I'm sure that they could put a little hat on some of those animals around there. But anyways, we can dive right into it and talk a little bit about, the reason why we're going to talk about it is it's been closed for a little bit of time over at Walt Disney World. It closed around January, and they've just announced that It's going to be opening in the spring. Is that correct?
Spring, yes,
Of
spring.
2026. So we're looking forward to it opening.
Yeah.
We definitely are one of the families that kind of waited to do this ride because it's a very jostling ride, right? Like you kind of.
I think it was kind of the kids themselves were just kind of going at their own pace for as far as roller coasters were going. So it was like one of them was in the roller coasters, the other one wasn't, and then the other one started coming up in the roller coasters, and the other one was kind of like, I don't want to do as many roller coasters as I have, and so now they're both kind of feeling it out. So it was a good time for us to introduce them to Big Thunder because I think it's a good kind of like a maybe it was a little too much at the time, but I think it's like a good stepping off point. I mean, it's more than Barnstormer.
Yes, you know what?
But
I don't think
Barnstormer's
it
pretty fast.
was too much of the time. I think we hit it at the perfect time because
but is it like a good first coaster?
No, it is. Well, in my opinion, would not be a first good coaster just because the tracks itself and everything. It's very bouncy. It's very like you are smushing the person next to you, whether you want to be or not, and that's okay and funny when you are prepared for that.
I feel bad for whichever kid got me. I can't even remember who I sat next to.
I don't know either.
I was smushing them.
But it starts with the queue, really. Waiting in that line is where I think the kids started to fall in love with the ride for sure. But even before you get in the queue, it's important to know that one of the reasons this came about, I mean, we know that Walt is obsessed with trains, right? He had that big train in his backyard called the Lily Bell, named after his wife.
Are you talking about Disney?
Yes, right. I'm talking about Walt Disney.
And, and I think before we go any further, now that we brought him up, we should be saying happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
12/5. We're in December 5th. That's Walt's birthday.
That is Walt's birthday. That's a great call. So happy birthday to Walt. And I loved his love of trains because I think he was he really grasped onto that whole frontier and then trying to reach forward to the future and grasp onto the new things coming. So that's a really cool thing. And it's cool that he just like made them in his backyard and put it all together. And a lot of those things you can find throughout the park now, right? I think even over at the barbershop, they have parts of the train and elsewhere throughout.
And I mean, obviously, just the trains that run through, obviously the train that goes around Magic Kingdom, it's only half a train right now because the construction going on there. But I mean, just any of the trains. So I think it was a mixture. It was his love of trains, and he was a big fan of the TV show Silver Spoons, where Ricky Schroeder rode a train into his living room.
Oh boy!
No one remembers that.
Nope.
Old people. Old boomers. Boomers like me? No?
Just you.
I'm older than her.
Just you.
So, I think it was trains and his
planes and automobiles.
Well, kind of, because it was his like love of the frontier. Right?
Yeah.
He also had that fascination of the West and the frontier and like the gold mines and the 49ers and all that stuff and
Well, okay. So, I mean, now we're back to the queue, right? As I was talking about how it really like immerses you into it. And that's the point, right? Every attraction is about being immersed. And we are now in the experience of the gold rush.
You got something to say?
Yeah.
I don't care for the queue of Big Thunder Mountain.
What?
I don't know. Like it was just like always kind of old, and like it never really kind of worked. And some of the things it didn't really like work. Like a lot of you're supposed to like it was supposed to be like stuff exploding when you went up, and it always like never worked.
I remember it working.
I don't remember it working.
Oh boy! All right. So, but I mean, now that it's being redone a little bit, I'm sure it's gonna work now, right?
It's fingers crossed.
All right. Well, also
test
back
track goes down a lot.
back in the 1800s, do you think things worked every single time?
No. I mean, I don't think they had like exploding ride
like
cues.
TNT.
Yeah. Well, they had something happening there, but there was gunpowder.
Oh God! All
Mm.
right. So the story goes, Tumbleweed. This
Tum-
is where the ride is named after. Tumbleweed was a mining town established by the Big Thunder Mining Company in 1880. So, due to the angered spirits
Oh.
of the mountain they mined in, Tumbleweed fell victim to serious droughts, which caused the populace to drastically decrease. And if you see the sign of Tumbleweed, it says the numbers and then they're like X'd off and then says a lower number and then it's X'd off. And then I think it ends on some sort of number of like 38, which is like pretty funny. It's like a population of 38, which is like crazy.
Okay.
So, despite these incidents, company owner Barnabas T. Bullion,
Yeah,
what was his name?
that sounds right.
Bullion, like the bullion cube.
Sure.
Did not stop his operations. So at some point, a snake oil salesman, what's a snake oil? Snake oil salesman
It's like
named
fake medicine, like snake oil.
okay, Cumulus Isobar. Is
Oh,
that it? Isobar?
I don't know. I'm not even sure where you're reading from.
To Tumbleweed as a con to advertise rain making abilities. Ready? So we're gonna do some rain dances.
All right, this seems like.
No,
where did you get this from? Did you make this up?
And Isobar's plan was to extort the town of money and flee in the night, only for the spirits to flood the town overnight. So the town's now flooded completely. And as a result, Cumulus became trapped in the small town, and then he becomes
he became the mountain.
the ghost. He becomes part of the mountain.
Oh,
I
thought he became the mountain.
No, what do you think? That's the story.
I mean, I just kind of thought it was something I liked. I guess there's different iterations of it, right? Because there was Disneyland and Disney World.
Yeah, what is Disneyland is like Rainbow.
I don't know.
Falls or Rainbow Village or something like that.
I don't have that information in front of me. But then they like redid things, and then they redid the lore behind it as well. I just liked it. It was like a mining town, and they dug too far, and the mountain, the mountain itself came back to life, and it just fought them.
Yep, exactly. So in the queue, there's like a lot of hands-on activities, cranking and
this queue.
jarring. There's blasters. It's supposed to smell like old and musty and like you're in the frontier kind of thing. Okay. There's also a lot of original artifacts like throughout the whole ride itself, which is kind of cool. I mean, mixed in. Disney likes to do that. They like to mix, real skeleton skulls and stuff and pirates.
As much as I enjoy the alliteration, I think we should go back, right? We should go back to the future, back to the past. Let's talk about how the ride came to be.
Oh, like how they were going to be, it's going to be the Western River Expedition instead.
Exactly. And now this is something, and I found this interesting. I think the reason that we have Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is because of, we could thank the Pirates of the Caribbean, right?
True.
That was interesting. So over in Disneyland, they had Pirates of the Caribbean, which had just kind of opened up and was like the hot new ride.
It was so hot. Everybody wanted to go to Disneyland for that.
And then they were talking, and now they're building Disney World. And now Disney World opens, and everyone was just kind of like, well, why don't you have Pirates of the Caribbean over here? And we're like, well, because we have Pirates of the Caribbean in Disneyland. So why would we build it in Disney World? We're going to try to build this slow moving, it's kind of, I'm flipping cameras all over the place here. They have like this slow moving boat ride that they're working on. And then it was because it was called Thunder Mesa. Yes. I think was the whole land. And it was crazy, right? The amount. Yeah. They were working on, so it was the Imagineer, Mark Davis was his name. And so they were looking for something that was going to be basically like build out Frontierland and be like it was going to be a huge ride. They were equating it to said like Galaxy's Edge sized land, and it would really just be like this one ride that brought you through different, but it was going to be a slow moving boat ride because they had over in Disneyland, they had that. It was what was it? What was the name of that ride? It was like just it was you were on a train and you went through. It was like a mining train, but you just went through this mountain, but it was very slow moving. And there was like
there were like animals. Yeah, that they had to eventually eliminate. Somebody actually said that those animals, the donkeys, would like nip at you and stuff, which would be such a. I mean, it was a liability then, but today that wouldn't
work. Exactly.
Yes.
So it was then Tony Baxter.
That's
legend, the Imagineer legend. Tony Baxter came to work as an Imagineer, and he was working under Mark Davis. And so he was really the one that had the idea for Big Thunder Mountain. What they did, though, was, I kind of went ahead of myself. It was and again, you could hear about this. I'm not going to go too much into detail because you could actually hear this from the mouths of the people that did it. Disney Plus has the behind the attractions.
Love that show.
And it's a great show, and they talk about this in general. But I just think how it's interesting how these rides came to be. Disney World, you know, so instead of building out this big ride that they had, what did they do? They built Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
In Disney World.
Yes.
To make everyone happy. So
because the people would come and be like, just go to Disneyland.
Yeah,
so they needed
something.
They needed it.
So then it was like that because of that. So they're like, well, now they're going to build the slow moving boat ride, right? Nope, they're going to work on Tomorrowland. Because now it's getting in, you know, they just had the moonwalk and they're building, you know, the NASA's big and Cape Canaveral's obviously very close. So now they build out Space Mountain.
Yes. Is
the mountain that gets built. What's going to happen to these plans? They get shelved, right? This mesa that they were going to build. And then now it goes back to Disneyland. Disneyland is now saying, hey, we have this like very slow train ride that no one seems to be going to anymore. What are we going to do? So they build out what we now know as Big Thunder Mountain. It could have been in Disney World first, but it ended up being opening in Disneyland.
That's right.
And then now we're getting up, and now the ride is built. They needed something to fill a space over. Still looking to fill out Frontierland, right? In Disney World. So now they decide to finally go ahead. They dropped this big Thunder Mesa, like this big land that they were going to build. And instead, they just build, you know, they said it was like a quarter of the size of what they were going to build, which you think about that is huge because Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is actually a big ride when you look at the footprint of it.
It's huge.
And I'll show you some footage a little bit.
I think I saw somewhere that it was like 6 acres or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's actually very big, and it seems small because it's like where it is in Disney World and it's tucked away.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it feels like it's at the end of the park, right? And you can't really see the scope of it, but it is a big ride.
Yeah. No, it's huge. So that's really great background on it. So then they have these train carts, right? Now, are the carts, you know how in Seven Doors Mine Train, and I didn't think to look this up, but how there's actually like separate carts, which is that are attached together, which is what gives each individual cart kind of that moving motion. And I think that's pretty cool and unique of these rides.
Pretty cool.
Now, I didn't know this before, and I feel like I should have because we've been on it a lot in our lives. The trains are actually named. Each train is named. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
And they play on like the themes of bravery for this ride. So like it's I.M.brave. I'm brave. Or I.B.hardy. I be hardy. or U.B bold. Or U.R. daring. Or U.R. courageous.
I mean, let's go through all
courageous.
of them.
And I.M. fearless. That's
We
the
love
last
her.
one.
We
That's
love
what
her.
I've got. But like, that's cute. I like that a lot. It's definitely very Disney-esque. I
Yes.
love it.
And here we are. We're looking at a little bit of ride footage from
Ooh, la, la.
TPM Vids over on YouTube. Want to give that channel credit, even though most people know about that one. And this is the ride in Disney World right before it closed. But
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I see. That is cool. I love it. Very cool. Now, also on this ride, there are a handful of hidden Mickeys.
Oh,
So they're
you gotta have
integrated.
the Mickeys.
Yeah, they're really integrated into the landscape and the structures. So I'll give you hints. You want to look closely at the groups of cacti, or near the end of the ride, you look for the gears. And those are about about sums. I don't know. Somewhere abouts there.
We got ads. We got ads.
Yep. But in any case, listen, like we were saying of how big this ride is, so the ride itself takes about 3 minutes and 30 seconds long, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a pretty generous time, I think. Not as long as some, but a pretty good amount.
Okay.
And the track, and I'm not sure if the new track is expanded at all, but the old track is 2,780 feet of track. And the top speed of this ride goes 36 miles per hour. But it feels faster just because of the tight turns and then like the visibility. Like you can't see around those turns really well, which makes you feel like you're going faster. And then like how close the rock formations are to you.
Yeah.
Disney always does that kind of stuff where they are making things seem bigger. Just by the formations of making it larger on the bottom and smaller on the top, and you think it's much bigger than
Force
it actually
perspective,
is.
right?
Thank you. And so here's the fun fact about this particular ride, which I'm having a hard time believing, but I guess I can kind of see where it's coming from, is they say it's actually faster at night because the cooler temperatures and the warmed up track reduce friction and make the trains faster. Do you think that's a true fact?
I mean, I couldn't. It sounds like it could be something that happens.
I don't know.
I don't know if you believe
it being true. I'd love to I don't know how you would test that out other than just feeling it. Like, is there something you can hold in your hand to like test the speed as you go?
Like a speedometer?
Well, I mean, but do they make like speedometers that you can hold? I have no idea.
I mean, like in your car, it tells you how fast you're going.
I obviously know that there's a speedometer in my car.
Do you? I don't know if you've ever gone over 35.
I was describing. Okay, so fun fact for today. I was describing to my workmate. We were trying to get a program started that helps others that are younger know how to do things on their car, right?
Okay.
So like check your oil, check your tire pressure, check your windshield fluid. And I was like, I went on a sidebar and I was like, well, I am a little fairy princess that sat in my car and watched my husband who drove home from work to fill my car tires with air.
You know, you're lucky you have such a nice husband. Oh, he must be a really good guy.
That's right.
Anytime.
I just sat there and let you do it because I appreciate it. Thank you.
Anytime.
Anyways, back to speedometers and such.
Yes, let's get back into the speedometer talk. That's what everyone's really here for.
Oh my God.
So what is it? What do you think it is? Like, what's the appeal of Big Thunder Mountain? What do you think? Why do you think people liked it? You know, I always kind of feel like it. To me, it's one of those rides that like is. I never quite got that story. Like because we've been doing research and we listened to it, right? We knew about this backstory.
Yes,
but I never really got any of that. Like I was just kind of like, oh, people are mining. There's things exploding. I don't really know anything else that was going on. There's no real like actual story to it.
Right. So, and I do find that a little bit more challenging with some of the rides. Like right now, you
Mm-hmm.
have like rides like Tiana's Bayou that has a whole movie to back it up, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
you kind of
Even though they don't reference any part of the movie.
you kind of know generally like what you're getting into.
Mm.
So it is a little bit different, and they try to make it so that you're getting this story from the queue.
Yeah.
Did I know that whole story from the queue? Not really. Um, but we, you have to piece it along. I think if you're reading what's on the walls and like seeing all the things as you go through, it is supposed to give you more of that story. And again, I think this is going to be part of the revamp is maybe they'll have like some videos of, what's to come. Like even in, I keep referencing Tiana's Bayou, but like now they have some videos and they have a little bit of the story ahead of time. So
Yeah, but there's actual story in the queue, right? I
mhm.
mean, in the ride itself.
Yes.
I
Where
still
there's
don't.
not a lot of
I
spoken
still don't
word
know if
during
there's
this
any
one.
any story in the queue. I don't remember. I
Right.
just don't remember.
But I think it is loved. Like, right? It's a thrill seeker ride. It's
Mm-hmm.
different. It feels very fast and jostling, and it's it's not just a regular. I think this is where I get like something like Busch Gardens or something. It's like
Mm-hmm.
just a straight up like roller coaster where this it does have the theming. It does make it fun. It's fun to see the dynamite donkey and the bears or the whatever that you're seeing on the side. It just makes it all the more interesting, not plain.
I don't want a plain story.
I don't want a plain story either. And to go inside and you're seeing
I
like
want to wait.
these mountainous caverns, like,
Yeah,
it's unique.
I mean it's unique, but isn't. And then I feel like Seven Dwarves kind of takes away from it. Right?
So yeah, now I feel like they are pretty similar in the
Yeah.
rides.
I mean, yeah, the
Um
ridescape's pretty
mhm.
similar. The
The
feel of
car
it, but
track,
yeah,
yes.
that's why I feel like they need to differentiate, and that's what I think part of this revamp is,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
just that the effects were kind of outdated because again they were from they've had there's been times when they've gone down and they've revamped it,
Yeah.
refurbished it, but for the most part, I mean, it was a ride that came out in the '70s, so
Mhm.
it was it wasn't an opening day ride, but it was pretty early on to the lore of Disney World and Disneyland.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
So yeah, that's the part. The like exploding dynamite caves, all the critters that they have about. It has like that kind of. It does have a personality to it.
Mhm.
Obviously, we talked about the goat.
Yep.
And,
Yeah.
yeah,
I love that. But I mean, it was definitely time. It was time for a little bit of a update, a little bit of a
yes, yes,
checkup.
yeah, because it was it was. I mean, it was built by a
Mm-hmm.
season.
Oh,
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry. What?
I got a hand gesture. I'm trying to figure out what it meant. She's pointing at her monitor. I don't know. Okay, I see what was happening. Yeah, I mean, so there was a lot. There's a lot going on there. I mean, it is. You're talking about the queue as you brought up before.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody,
Yeah.
newspaper clippings. I don't want to read when I'm in line. It's kind of
Come
like how I feel about
on.
the. It's like about when I go to Everest. It's the same thing. There's like a lot of stuff to read. Like I don't have time for this. I'm walking through stuff. Give me the front of the line. Give me a ride. One of my
But you're
favorite.
right. You're right, though. That being said, I feel like you get the Everest story more than you get Thunder Mountain. Don't you think?
I think it's a little bit easier to
To
explain just
digest.
because it's just you're going up a big Everest mountain, a big mountain,
But no,
and
I
to
mean,
see a
like, like
Yeti.
the Yeti's there.
Well,
But okay,
yeah,
so like that's
but
cool.
there's a
Like,
little bit
what are
more
we?
story. They tell the story a little bit more.
Uh
Yes.
huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
somehow. So somehow we're digesting that a little bit more than we are
But it is something.
this
There's stuff.
crazy
There's
town.
something to do while you're waiting, and that's kind of important, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it is important.
Yes. So,
I
like I
love that.
said, Disneyland was the first version. It was a smaller ride, tighter turns, faster pacing. Magic Kingdom was a bigger ride. It was
Mm-hmm.
a longer ride.
Mm-hmm.
Still is. The queue was more elaborate at the time, and it just the sight lines of Frontierland, it kind of all fit in, as it's once Splash Mountain was next to it.
Mm-hmm.
They love their mountains. Right, that's what they're all about.
Yep.
Uh, and then just looking down, it's always still to me one of those things where it's like I'm like, when people say, "Oh, well, in Frontierland is Big Thunder Mountain," I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right. That is still Frontierland." Where what else would it be? But it just, again, just because of how tucked back it is, it
Yeah.
just, you kind of forget that it's even there. Sometimes it's weird, especially now that it's not open.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't like get over how much the landscape has already changed
Mm.
and is changing for 2026 and 2027. Just like every time we go back this year, it's been a little bit different because of the construction, and the water is now gone and the Liberty boat is now gone. Like it's wild to me how much
Yeah.
that's changing and how it's not going to be there anymore. It's like not coming back. So,
And that's so kind of like, speaking to that, that's I got a little bit of a you can look at the map here.
ooh,
Of Now, this is what we're currently looking at, what we're currently dealing with.
mhm.
Rivers of America gone, right?
Yeah.
Right here, there's just this big empty area. I could show you. So I'm still a little bit. Obviously, Big Thunder Mountain's staying in the same place. It's not like it's moved at all,
Right.
but it's a lot. Yeah, I mean, if
Yeah,
you look at
that
the right
big
of it,
area there.
yeah. So where's Piston Peak going to go? This is from All Ears, right? And this is kind of like what they mapped out.
Mhm.
You'll see it in a second. Right, this is going to be Piston Peak here. They
Mhm.
have kind of Villain's Land going behind, like more, I
Behind
guess
Big
to the
Thunder
left,
Mountain, right?
right?
Mhm.
It, depending upon where you're standing.
Yes.
I thought of it to be more like behind Piston Peak in like this river area that they have.
See, that's where I thought, yeah, all of
Villain's Land was going to be. But they
no,
have
I always
oh,
originally thought Villain's Land was going to be more behind
oh,
to the side of.
hmm.
So
Yeah, so
that was
I'm
kind
not,
of my understanding.
I'm not really sure. We have got some glimpses from. I could show you, if for those that aren't aware, there's an account. You could see him on YouTube. You could see him on X, formerly Twitter, Instagram. Bioreconstruct. He takes aerial photos or video footage of Disney, and so you could see kind of all the stuff.
So cool.
So, yeah, this was a good shot. So what I was looking at. So as you can see over here, this shows. And this is new. This is just taken this week. You can see Tom Sawyer's, what was the Rivers of America, and now it's all just sand. Right? They just got sand down in there. So you could see Haunted Mansion over here. You could see Big Thunder, and look how big Big Thunder is. I mean, it's just huge.
It's so big.
And because you look at it compared to Haunted Mansion, which seems like it's a big ride in itself,
Mhm.
right? This big, huge mansion, and look at Big Thunder; it just dwarfs it
Wow.
in size. And then to look at how big, I'm imagining that this is going to be all Piston Peak
Yeah.
in the
I
Cars
mean,
ride.
right, but it's gosh. When
And
that
then,
Cars ride opens, man, there are going to be lines.
yeah,
Woo.
and so it just it feels like, and that's kind of where Big Thunder, like we're coming into the future of Big Thunder, and what we know Big Thunder is going to be like. So it's going to be reimagined. It's gonna kind of be the gateway to everything.
Yeah.
Over there, because it always feels like here's the end of Frontierland, and now it's kind of going to be the focal point for a little while, a couple of years until they get there. But I still just don't know the ebbs and the flow of how it's going to work, because essentially, if this is all Piston Peak and then Villain's Land is up, off the screen here above here, where are they going to go? Like, it's going to be so congested how is everyone going to get around here? Because look, you can't go behind Big Thunder because they already have like buildings and the backstage area.
I mean, they've thought of something.
So they're going to go through here, but there's,
they're going to have some bridges or something that are kind of crossing their way.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very busy between Tiana's and this, and obviously like Haunted Mansion over here. Fine, that's going to be cut off. I don't imagine. Maybe is that going to have another land, or can they go back? I don't know. It's going to be a lot to work through, but it's just going to cause more congestion. And it's going to be like this for years that we're going to be dealing with this construction because, as you can see, they're not anywhere close to being ready for even Piston Peak, and then Villains Land is behind that.
Yes.
Big Thunder, is what we're talking about now, it's going to be within the next 6 months.
Yeah.
5 months or so.
I mean, they are working. I feel like it's going quicker than I thought it would.
For what?
To be honest, all of it, like just the draining of the rivers, like even just this construction, the fact that Big Thunder is opening soon, right? Like it's going, it's happening, it's rolling.
It's all going to happen.
It's rolling forward. Listen, my concern was Tron, right? Like Tron took years and years and years and more years to put together.
And you can't even blame the pandemic for Tron.
Not really.
More than that.
So, I mean, the pace that they're going with this stuff is good. It's good. Keep on going. Keep on going, Disney. We got this.
I agree. We do have this. I hope. Yeah, so it's kind of like a strategic placement between two lands. And so, I mean, the good thing, Piston Peak is it shares a similar theme to Big Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're both kind of like the American West. So that'll work well. And then, it's just like I said, Villains Land behind it. I think they have a unique opportunity to here's Piston Peak and it's, like Frontier. And then it's just going to go like, they have an opportunity to build on that, like from the lightness of these two things and like the forward motion that you're going to now, it's getting a little darker, right?
Yeah.
I think that could be a cool effect. Like they could have these, and then it just gets dark and there's like trees. I mean, I think it's really going to be cool once it gets there, but it's just going to take some time.
Yeah.
All right. But it all starts again with Big Thunder Mountain and whatever this new retheming is. I was looking for they did release some concept art. Of course I forgot to pull it up beforehand. Yeah, I think that's Indiana Jones. I don't want to pull up Reddit. I guess we'll go with So we'll do this. Give me 1 second. And here we are. So Big Thunder Mountain. Concept art. Rainbow Cavern. Show a scene coming to Big Thunder Mountain Railroad in 2026.
Exciting.
So no, that should be pretty cool. I mean, they were talking about like there's going to be like bats. There's like bats in the cave, and there could be like this bat effect, and
oh, cool,
making it sound like it's going to be really a thrilling ride, even more thrilling than it was before. The last time when we did go on it with the kids, like we all had a good time.
Oh yeah,
we actually enjoyed it, and it was one of the more. I've always kind of been up or down on it, and this was like an up. Like which was the last time of this original ride.
Yeah.
So
we were all bummed that I was closing for a while.
Yeah. But even when we went back after, and then the kids were like, "Oh no, it's like it's closed." Like, yeah, it's closed, but we'll be there. So next year, we'll be there for it.
Well, what kind of news you got for us?
So I got some news. I'll be newsing. So, biggest news that we haven't talked about. We may have talked about it. I don't think we did. Mickey's PhilharMagic reopened early.
Yes.
From refurbishment.
Yes.
And you want to know what they did?
What did they do?
Almost nothing. It was down for weeks. It was down for weeks.
Classic.
It seemed like they just like refurbished it. Like they just like spruced some things up.
Chairs, carpets, that kind of thing.
I think some of the effects didn't work in every seat that was there. Now it probably does from what I've heard. But it's kind of hard unless you're actually going there to get, unless you're someone that's like sitting in every seat. And you can't really report on that, you know?
That's so true. Can you imagine how they have to test that? Yeah. How many times do you have to watch it?
I'd like to throw my hat in the ring on that one.
Okay.
I was bummed when I went to Mickey's Very Merry that I couldn't even, run over there early and go see it because it was closed.
Yep. And was it closed when we went? Yeah, for Halloween too, right?
Nope. It was open. It closed at the beginning of November.
Yeah. Sorry, I have a hard concept of time.
It was just we didn't have the. It's hard to fit it in a pre-party time.
Yes, correct.
Because it does close, and
so
then
much to do.
And then it closes kind of early because it's
a candy spot.
It's a candy stop or queue or whatever. So
it
does close early. So anyway, that's open. Go check it out. I call it the Oasis. It's like a refreshing, when you're in the middle of the heat and you're looking for a good, say, 20 minutes of air conditioning and sitting down for at least 10 to 12 minutes. There you go. Mickey's PhilharMagic. It's back.
It's back. Wonderful.
They announced, so one of the interesting things, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time Parade, which is the parade that you can exclusively see at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Correct.
You can also see it on our YouTube page as I put up the live stream version, which it isn't, it's not a full 4K. We have an awesome view of it, but you can see it on our YouTube page. You don't have to watch the whole stream. You'll see it now. But it is going to be, December 21st is the last Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Yes.
Which is kind of interesting to me.
Well, they do this every year.
Yeah,
right?
But it seems like it's so early, though. Like, not that... So there's obviously the 22nd's a Monday, 23rd's a Tuesday, and then it's Christmas Eve's a Wednesday, Christmas is 25th, obviously, Friday, Thursday. Like, it just Mickey's Very Merry. There's like, they could have it the 22nd and the 23rd. And I know that Disney loves making money.
Yeah, but there's the population during Christmas week, that week that everybody has off, is so gigantic that I guess like just doing it during that week and doing some of the parades during the day.
So Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time Parade is going to replace the Festival of Fantasy Parade during the day of Magic Kingdom. It's going to have two parade show times at 12 and 3 o'clock, starting from the 22nd to the 31st. So if you're going for the 2 weeks, it's just about 2 weeks, like 10 days, something like that.
Yeah, that is very early now that you say that.
Yeah, so you're going to have all that time. You're not going to see the Festival of Fantasy Parade, but it will be Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time Parade. If you want to know for the secret spot, how to get a secret spot and the best view, what I think is the best view of that parade, even though it's going to look, how does Snope look in the daytime? It's not the same effect.
Not the same, right? And the lit up candy canes and stuff. Not the same.
I mean, the lighting really does a lot. But if you want to know where the best place to get a spot, I'm going to put a video out this week, hopefully explaining exactly how you can get that if you're going there the next couple of weeks. And then obviously starting in the new year, then Festival Fantasy Parade comes back and we're back to our normal routine.
Yep.
It ain't the same. I need a party. Give me a party.
Listen. Flower and Garden's coming.
Give me an actual party.
Come on. Flower and Garden's a party.
For you, it is.
For me.
And the people that like eating around the world.
Who doesn't like to eat around the world? Come on.
This is messed that up. And I messed that up. And I messed that up. All right. So the other big news was Bluey.
Bluey.
I always forget that they're both sisters. Bluey and Bingo are coming to Disney experiences around the world.
Yes.
So we've all kind of been we were all wondering that, right? Once Bluey started showing up on Disney Plus, when's Bluey going to come? Why aren't they showing Bluey? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Bluey's popularity is kind of, I don't know if they're putting out new episodes anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, though, when new episodes come, it seems like everybody knows it. And then they all like speed watch through it and then they are done. It's like everybody seems to wait for him.
Well.
But anyways, all right.
Whenever they happen. So you're going to see them in the spring in Disneyland and Disney World. They're going to be over the summer. They're going to be over in the conservation station at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. So you're going to take a ride. Rafiki's Planet Watch.
That is so interesting because it is one of the more hidden places. So it's interesting that they're putting Bluey over there. I wonder if they think it's going to be like a bigger draw to conservation station.
And then you're going to also see them on the Disney Cruise Line. So you're going to be a part of that. The Bluey of it all kind of leads to a larger conversation that we're not going to have now because we're already at 50 minutes. But people are kind of saying that Disney's going to try to make a push for younger kids because it was kind of like Disney's obviously always been for kids.
Yeah.
But they've also catered to the, like ourselves, Disney adults.
Okay.
And so that they're saying there's like this whole thing where they're saying that like, oh, well, Disney's going to start making a push where it's just going to be all for families. And that they're going to start, I don't know. And they're saying that's what Bluey represents. Because while I do enjoy certain things about Bluey, I can't say like I'm a big Bluey fan. I know there's some adults out there and they're like, oh, no, I love Bluey. It's such a great show. And I love it. I'm always like, they're always beating up on the dad. I don't know. Like, stop beating up on me. These kids are like looking at me. They're always coming up like poking me with knives and stuff and throwing hatchets at me and things. And,
are they?
It happens all the time. Always dodging like bowling balls. No, I don't know. No, it's just, I don't know. It's never been. So there's like this whole thing going online where people think, it's like, oh, well, they're going to forget about us now.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're just going to it's just going to be all about families and stuff. And I don't think no matter what they do, because Epcot exists and you could drink around the world, it's never going to be just about families.
Yeah. Well,
and that's what your Flower and Garden Festival. That's not for families necessarily. I'm sorry. Our kids do not want to see the topiaries.
Yes, they do. Lies.
They want to see one or two. And they want to see them as they're going to different rides. But I don't know. So that was just something. Obviously, you can't follow everything that's going on online. That's Bluey and Bingo. How do you feel about Bluey and Bingo?
I think they're nice.
All right, there you go.
That's it.
Hot take from Abby. Disney also announced, and I not that we're bypassing this, that it happened because it is like a big deal, is that they announced everything that's coming to Disney in Disneyland and Disney World in 2026, right, is now out. So that's why we're talking about Big Thunder Mountain, because that was part of the announcement. It's all there. You can read about it. The structure of our show and what we're planning on doing is in 2 weeks, we do have another show.
Yep.
We're going to look back at the year past, right? It's our last show of the year. We're going to look back at the year that was 2025, Disney World mostly, because that's where it's our home. That's where our heart is. So we're going to look back, and then our next episode after that, which is going to be the first episode in January, we're going to be looking ahead and what comes ahead in 2026. And there's a lot of it. We talked about some of it here ad nauseum and sometimes with awkward silences, but we are going to look at it. So we have that, and we may even have a special guest.
Oh, so exciting.
I heard it may have started with a mouse, but it's a hint. So next episode, we're looking back. The episode after that in January, we're looking forward. So we are acknowledging that this list exists. We're going to talk about it in more detail in January.
That sounds
But you guys can all, if you want to get the takes of two married white people, feel free to come back in January. That's what we are. There's a lot of us. Anywho.
Well, with that, we're so glad.
We're not done. We're not done yet. Come on.
What is happening? Get over me. I'm like, I thought that was the wrap up cue.
No, we're almost there. Universal news, right? We do talk about Universal
I love
here.
Universal.
This is an interesting Velocicoaster. One of the great coasters, right? We really enjoyed that ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she agrees.
I do love it. I miss it. I want to go back on it.
It's a good ride.
Although, is that the one that has the entrance that you can't find? No, that's the pterodactyl things. Like you can never find the entrance to that one.
Well, you're not supposed to go on
Velocicoaster.
It's not for adults.
It's easy to find.
It's not for adults.
I know, but
it's always
pretty
Universal's always a little. Islands of Adventure is always a little confusing how to get around. Sometimes I'm always like, oh yeah, that's right. I can't go that way.
But this was a fun one. Yeah.
This was a good one. What they're doing is interesting in there. They just got rid of their single rider line, which they had.
Oh.
So it was gone. So they got rid of that. And what they've done now is they opened up two lines.
Okay.
And there's an odd party number line and an even party number line.
Weird.
And so that's what they're doing to ensure that all the seats get filled as opposed to having just a single rider line.
Okay.
To try to help with the queue because it's a consistently, I think it's the second elite. It's like second behind Hagrid's as far as wait times. So they were trying this new thing. I think it's kind of interesting. If it works, it might be implemented more.
Okay.
Because I mean, there's a lot of single queue rides, that, especially in Disney.
Yeah. That
just have a single rider line, and it's questionable if it works or not. Some places it works. I know Epic Universe, they tried over there. I think the Mario Minecart Madness.
Mm-hmm.
They have it there, but I don't think it works that well. Like they said, you could wait just as long as the regular queue.
Okay.
But yeah, this is interesting. This could be like a new thing that they do. It might be the new trend.
All right. Nice.
Thankfully, there's 4 of us, so we're always going to be in that even line.
All right. Cool.
You have to be in the odd one.
Well.
Who wants to be odd? So that's Velocicoaster. Go check it out. Whether or not, how many people you have in your party.
Okay. That's a good one.
One of the other things, and this is kind of neither here nor there at the parks, but Netflix kind of in a last minute stole and they bought Warner Brothers.
I know. Oh, is it official? Is it a done deal?
Yes. I think it's still like, it's not going to close for like another month, another year. Sorry.
A year.
Oh. Year and a half, 12 to 16 months, I believe is what they said. But it was kind of, so Comcast, which is, they own NBC, Universal. Mm-hmm. They were going to have Warner Brothers and then have HBO and have all these things. And they kind of like would have made this big conglomerate.
Yeah.
But now Netflix bought them, which now makes it even more confusing.
Yeah.
About what's going to happen. Like HBO, and is HBO all just going to become part of Netflix?
Oh boy.
Are they going to run their own like processes? I don't even know what's going on. But it's big for, the theme parks. Now it kind of like excludes all this stuff that could have been included in Universal.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's, I don't know, is Netflix going to open its own thing? I mean, they're trying everything else.
Whoa, I didn't even think of that. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, especially because Netflix's model just seems to be where they're just like, they put out like low cost, low budget things that people are going to just watch because they need filler. They don't really put out quality stuff that much anymore. Like the quality of their, I don't know. Anyway, I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. That's a lot to digest, and there'll be more news as it comes out, and I'm sure there'll be something to do that's going to affect. I mean, because if you think about like Stranger Things and like that, that should be like a ride. That could have been in Universal.
Yeah. It could have been something.
It could have been in the Upside Down all the time. Squid Game. I don't even know. Wizard of Oz. Game of Thrones.
Yeah, all those things.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Well, we got to keep our eye on that. That's really interesting.
Epic Universe, there was a permit revealed
Uh,
that was pulled.
oh,
Everyone loves watching permits in
I
Orlando.
know. It's a big deal.
But there was a permit revealed, and it ended up being for this lot. It was like what do you call it? It's lot. Who cares? No one's gonna remember anyway. It ended up being for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter over in
Okay.
Epic Universe.
Yeah.
It didn't really specify. There was no. It didn't look like they're building a new structure, just like they're maybe working on an existing one. I don't know. I think it was. It's almost a non-story. I don't even know
Yeah.
why I'm talking about it, but
Well,
the
because
fact that
we
it
like
was
to
there.
follow the permits for sure.
One of the big things that I can't get, it just seems to be a rumor again in the interwebs, is, as we all know, in Islands of Adventure, where the Lost Continent was,
Mm-hmm.
or is, I guess, and they've been doing a lot of construction there, is that there's been more activity there.
Mm-hmm.
They're still saying that the Legend of Zelda, there's a lot of rumors going that Legend of Zelda is going there, but no one can confirm nor deny that. I think that'd be a big deal. There's supposed to be a Legend of Zelda movie coming out.
Okay. That makes sense
So
then.
if they did something, obviously they have like they're invested heavily in Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Universal has, especially now that they lost the Warner Brothers deal. So yeah, I don't know. That was just another interesting fact that I wanted to bring up. And now I'm finally done.
Well, whoa. Thank you
Talking.
for all that amazing news. That was wonderful. So we'll see you guys in about 2 weeks with our wrap up of the year. Thanks so much, Pioneers. And until next time, we hope you guys have a great 2 weeks.